And hey, Sherry, good morning to everyone. Today I was listening to a statistic and I thought, wow, I wonder how many people realize that sometimes they are just frittering away their lives. You know what they say when they ask people at their, when they're about to pass, what they would have liked and what their possible regrets are. And it usually turns out to be something like, I wish I had spent more time doing this. I wish I had spent more time doing that. And by the way, it's not usually earning more money. It's usually spending time with friends, relatives, loved ones, etc. Or doing something passionate you're about and spending more time doing it. Well, the question is, where would they have got the time? Now, everybody says, yes, I want to be wealthy, and you have to wonder if they actually want to develop the habits that will make them wealthy. Trust me, it was not thrust on anybody. Most people develop habits that get them and keep them wealthy. It doesn't just happen overnight, which is why when lottery winners win their money, it's usually gone, the majority, in about a year. And they get back to not only where they're worse off than when they started in about a couple of years. It's because they never had the wealthy mindset. They didn't have the attitude of being able to develop and keep that wealth and actually leverage it into generational wealth. If you win several millions, it is a tragedy. But that is because they don't have a wealth mindset. Anyway, so where was I starting this conversation? People desire to be wealthy. They say, well, I don't have the time. Do you know the average statistic for countries like the US, in the US basically, is that people watch 7 whole hours of television every day. That is rather alarming. Let's say you didn't watch 7 hours. Let's say you watched 4 hours a day. You know, reality TV is all over the place, the latest news, etc. And do you realize that 4 hours a day is 2 months out of every year? To make matters worse, if you convert that into 4 hours of your waking productive hours, let's take 8 hours away for sleep and the like, and you're left with 16 hours, 4 of which you spent watching television. That's 1/4. That is 3 months of every year productive spent watching television. And television that doesn't pay you anything. Television that you are actually paying because they're putting all those adverts in front of you, persuading you to buy things, and you are watching television and paying for the privilege because your time is worth something. And you have not learned to value your time and say, is it worth my time to watch television? Ask yourself that question. Is it worth my time to watch this program? Instead, I could be developing a nice project or an income source in the time I would have spent watching television. That is the wealthy mindset. The wealthy take the time to go and find the means by which money will come to them. They don't expect it. It doesn't land on anybody's lap. You need to go out and figure out how you make an income. You don't watch television. It's never going to come to you. Divine inspiration, money ain't. Okay? So there you go. You think 3 months out of every year production that you could have really spent doing something. And why do you want to watch television anyway? The way television, the way you get hooked to television is that you are basically sold a bill of goods. All these, shoot 'em ups and violence and bad news is what keeps people coming back, not the good news. Why would you want to watch that? It ruins your psyche anyway. Take that out. And if you say, guess what? If I watch television, I watch it because of the news, you will get the good news. You will get the news. If it's important enough, the 99.9% of people who watch the news will allow you to know that something major is happening. You cannot escape major news. So turn off the television if that's the one thing you do. Turn off the television, at least not for all the regular news and all the, reality shows and things that don't do anything for you, and just take up your time and spend your time doing something that will make you wealthy. Okay, on that note, I wish you great health and wealth, And in the meantime, subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't done so already, and also like me on Facebook. My website, as you know, is tayodee.com. See you next time.